Nice.
Mic check, mic check.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the show. It is the LFX Media, the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case you missed us, we are back.
It's your boy. It's your boy Throw. Y'all come through. Let's get in tune with it. It's been a
Yeah.
minute.
Yes, sir. So we on this NBA action.
Yes, indeed.
Couple game ones. Let's recap on the game ones that now there were four.
Yes, indeed. Last time we talked, it
Yeah,
was a
now
few teams left. Not so much the case no more, baby.
no. And they still yelling Lakers in six. We're gonna get to that a little bit later. Uh,
They still saying it. They still saying it. I'm one of the ones holding on to it, brother. I'm
yeah.
hoping. Maybe not six, but
We got to name it a new kind of sweep though. We'll figure it out. Uh, oh, you know what? Before we even get into the playoffs, let's get into some Ja Morant news.
Yeah, let's talk on Ja, man. Let's speak
Let's
on Ja.
talk on Ja, and we're gonna keep it brief because
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't really think it's much of a talking point,
oh
honestly. But
no.
just to speak on it to get the general our ideas on the matter on wax, we'll
hmm
speak on it.
And being that we have our own platform, we welcome our people at LFX Media Live. We
Appreciate all
def
y'all. Appreciate all y'all viewing from the platform, man. Y'all running numbers up on our platform.
yes,
Yeah, tell them again, P. What the LFX Media Live. Let them know.
LFX Media Live. This is our own platform,
That's
so
our platform. Y'all go tune in, baby.
basically say what we want to when we want to say it. And
Yeah, ain't no band in me.
no. I want
Talk
to
my
take
shit.
yeah. The only people we gonna uh, be looking at is Tito's. If they pull if they if they pull their sponsorship, then we gonna
I
have
might
to.
have to. We gonna visit them and see. Hey, man, let's reconcile, man. Let's reconcile, Tito.
Come on, guys. You guys are in.
Come on, guys. Can't be that way.
So the situation with Ja, this is the second time that he has brandished a firearm on the ground.
Right.
And
It's yeah, bro.
brief, briefly, no laws were broken, but
None.
it's a conduct issue with the NBA.
Right.
So
And that's pretty much what it boils down to, man. Like, my biggest thing with Ja is like, bro, maybe just stay off social media, bro. Folks be having their opinions. Oh, he came from, he ain't about that life, and he
hmm
came from this, that, and the third, and whoop whoop. I'm
hmm
not here to say yay or nay on if that man is about that life. I know cats that grew up in great situations at home that will blow your brains out. So that they ain't got nothing to do with one. Definitely ain't got nothing to do with the other one. It's just you definitely ain't whatever you had going before the NBA.
hmm
Usually, most sound-minded people allow the NBA to take precedent over whatever the hell you was doing before you got to the NBA. This is what
hmm
you. This is why you was hooping. You wasn't hooping to hoop and shoot and show guns. That ain't really why you was doing it. You was doing it so you could get away from any type of situation that would keep you away from being on top. And that's
hmm
where you at now. So that's
Yeah,
my. Yeah, go ahead, bro. What you say?
we got some hoopers like for example, one of
Hmm.
your favorites, D Wade.
My guy, D Wade, baby, Wade
He's
County.
from yeah, from the South Side of Chicago. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, if you didn't if you didn't know already, you wouldn't think of him as a gun toting or
None of the
slap your
sort. D
mama type
Wade,
dude. He's
no.
not. He
He.
used his skills and got
Hmm.
out of the South Side and stayed away from that activity.
As
So
you should.
what I feel like Ja is doing, he's reaching out for help. That's what he's doing.
Hmm. Hmm.
To
Hmm.
to to be sitting down with the commissioner. And the commissioner,
Right.
hey man, I don't
Say
know.
they had a talk. That's another
Don't.
thing that I know makes it look worse is the fact, like you say, you sat with the commissioner, y'all
Mm-hmm.
had a conversation, you gave us a, a, a,
Apology
a
slip.
verbal apology, not even verbal so much, a written apology
Mm-hmm.
via social. Then you follow it up with and putting yourself into even some type of class. Wasn't he even put in not a class, but some type of
Yeah, he
rehabilitation
yeah.
that he
Sometimes.
went to for a
Yeah.
total of 8 days, which I thought was laughable.
Mm-hmm.
Eight days at a rehabilitation. You came back. I think he missed what 8 games total. Total of 8 games missed. So, what do you really gain in that amount of time? I'm not here to judge whether or not he really could have or was in any way rehabilitated, but we clearly know it wasn't quite enough to keep it off of social media. I think he needs a social media rehabilitation more so than anything. I've never heard of him actually shooting anybody. I've never heard of him. Now, I will say this: there's been quite a few stories of him with the extra. I will say this: his mama called him to the mall. She didn't like how one of the mall employees was talking to her, somewhat or not. He comes and from what the employees say, they him and he come like 8 deep. They run him off into a back office. He's scared. They banging on the door, and Josh say something to the effect of "Come out here, I'm gonna whoop your ass" type shit. Then
Mm-hmm.
you get another situation where again, Josh mama calling him to a situation, and he get there, and of course, he too many times they using Jai as the enforcer role. I think his role needs to change, starting with his mama. His mama need to change how she view him, and he need to change with how he responding to shit. Your mama call you, say less, mama. I'm gonna call security and have them come square all that away. They gonna
Mm-hmm.
pull up and they gonna get you right, you know. But you trying to be the person that come 8 deep with some cats that I know ain't no professional security, it just give a.
Mm.
And then the thing is this: you got a lot to lose, bro. You come 8 deep against the wrong cat,
Oh
and
yeah.
he look up and he see 8 cats. He don't care that your name John Morant.
No.
He
He do
so
because he probably want to get a trophy off you.
exactly, exactly. He's
I
gonna
don't
be a
want to
prize
see
deer head type shit. Like, yeah, I'm the
it
one
off
smack.
here.
Yeah, prize deer head to him. So
Mm.
yeah, it ain't worth it, bro. It just ain't worth it. End of the day, and this ain't even me really putting a heavy indictment on Ja, because I do feel in
No.
the end the whole situation is a mid. If you want to really talk about a true problem, it's a mid at best. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm.
not really a true issue. But it really is also pretty childish, and I have to admit that too. Um, there's no need to bounce in the music, bounce to the videos, and show the pose. Not once you job and rent, you know what I'm saying? Not once you job and rent. It ain't worth. You can be on the social, you can be in the live, you could put your fingers up like it's the pole, like your homie did in the live. You the only one with the gun. Your
Mm.
homie who live it was, he put 2 fingers up like a gun. We understand what they symbolize, but
Mm.
you the only one feel like every time a camera in front of you, you gotta grab the nearest pole and show it to us.
Mm.
And I don't know. It is what it is, bro. But I do feel you done fucked over your bag.
Yeah, from what I heard, it was a 40-game suspension, and we'll move
Yeah.
forward because we we don't want to take up all our
Oh yeah.
valuable hour of power on job. But to me, it's just as an assassination of the black male character.
Hmm.
That's what we're seeing in effect. If you're a millionaire, they shooting for your head top.
Right. But
That's
you
that's
also can't give them a large target either. I feel like, you
true.
know, shit, Jay Z, they gave examples of cats that came up in street shit that understood once they got to where they at. It ain't
Mm.
even about not even being involved. It's about not showing everybody your hand. And that's more what it come down to. I don't care if you around guns 24/7. It's just that when you come to when you become a public figure, everything that you put in the public will be scrutinized publicly. And this
Hmm.
is what you gotta come to address. Don't give them shit, and it won't be shit.
Right. Yep. So that's that on that.
Yeah, that's it,
Again,
man. Not too much on drive.
we want to thank our Facebook subscribers. We want to thank our LFX
Appreciate
Media
y'all, man. Appreciate
subscribers.
y'all.
Continue to subscribe. Continue to comment.
Y'all tap
Continue,
in.
continue to like and share. And of course, on our own platform, lfxmedia.live. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in the comments.
Yeah. Y'all drop some comments too, man. Y'all be talking to us. Even our overseas followers. We want to hear from y'all too. What's going
Yeah.
on out there? What was the other homie we had in here a couple of weeks ago from way out the way? Where was he from?
I believe they was from.
Came here with a little group of might as well
Yeah.
way overseas.
Hmm.
Y'all come tap back in too.
Yeah, I believe they was of Arab descent.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
One Arab descent and one European.
Friend, that's some good goddamn lemonade right here. I appreciate it. Friend, they got me right over here, bro.
So we got a new sponsor.
Hey,
Lemonade.
it's Cassandra's. Y'all go by there and holler at 'em. 1960, man. Black owned. Good
Yes,
folks
sir.
from Shreveport, Louisiana. Y'all go tap in.
Yes, sir. We definitely dropped the link in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube. Uh,
Yes, indeed.
you could tap right into LFX Media Live. You can check out our podcast. You can check out the Streets Tea podcast. You can
Hmm.
Beat Talk with JPad. You could check out Social Experiment, Deontay Cooley. And you can also, soon in the fall, we looking for streaming high school sports.
No
So
doubt about it.
stay tuned for that.
Definitely looking forward to that, man.
Yeah. But yeah,
Gonna be a
definitely
fun
got
summer, man. Gonna be a fun summer.
it is, it is. I'm waiting for that passport. We can put it in
Yes,
motion.
indeed. It's time. I'm ready, man. I'm
Hmm.
ready. Got the cruise lined up. I'm trying to do Vegas this year too, bro. So we'll talk about that though.
Oh yeah,
We'll
yeah.
talk about the vacation. Yeah, we got some shit for sure.
Just another second home visit. You know, we
Mm-hmm.
tap in with Vegas once a year. I'll be pulling up in Vegas next month. No, July.
July. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Danielle Smith,
Sis.
Photography and Film Festival. Will be headlining in Vegas the second week of July, and we also gonna probably tap in with Ursher while we out there. Check out
No
that
reason not to.
without a doubt. But yeah, let's get on this NBA action.
For sure.
You definitely said Lakers in six.
I did.
Gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, got to.
Let's run past that first game one in LA.
Mm-hmm.
What were you expecting uh, from the others? Because I'm seeing LeBron in this stage. We're not looking for 30 points from LeBron. We're not looking for
Right.
15 boards. We're not looking for 10 assists. We're looking for the others. What were
Mm-hmm.
you expecting from the others that we didn't see?
Um, in particular, it's and it wasn't a horrible game by the others, right? And we're referring to game one right now, correct?
Yes, sir. Game one.
Yeah. See, game one and that loss, I feel like AD had such a good game that you want to try to make sure that you don't take too much away from the collective, because
Hmm.
that's the Nuggets have been number one all year through collective basketball, right? So they got so much contribution from cats that you don't really expect to consistently give you that
Hmm.
what you also have to look for from your others is the defense and the intensity and the, saying, okay, I know that it ain't gonna just be about Jokic and Murray, so I need to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do on a defensive side with my matchup. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when you see D'Lo just pretty much not first game defensively, barbecue chicken, you know, and then he go out there and don't really produce offensively either, right? So it's like that's you can't do that because you're really supposed to be the third option offensively. That's supposed to be your role. Then you see the second half is like, okay, you realize, all right, well, penetrating deep and finishing at the bucket, and you get a good game from a Rui Hachimura, right? You get a good game, you get a decent game overall from Reeves. But like you say, for me, in those defensively, is no way you're supposed to give up a buck 30. Um, you feel me? Because you scored a buck 20 plus. I think it was like what 126 to 131 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it
Some of
was
that
the
nature.
most they gave up since like 95 or
It's
2005.
crazy. It was crazy. So for me, it just boiled down to the defense of everyone, including the others. Like you have to. They was playing underneath, getting hit over with the top with threes. Like it's defensively is what I didn't see in game one that I wanted to see more. Because really, honestly, a buck 25, buck 26 should win you any basketball game you ever suit up for.
Mm-hmm.
It should win that game. You know what I mean? So defensively is where I would say.
Well, looking at the final four that we have left, um, the Heat pulled off, number 8 seed. The Lakers coming off of not expected to make it this far at all, or
Right.
a lot of people weren't expecting them to even be in the playoffs. It was like fingers crossed during the
Hmm.
play-in, see what happened.
Right. Right. But you heard how Jimmy was speaking. Jimmy talk about it like he had already reserved his spots in the in the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
asked him about it. Damn right, I felt like we was gonna be here. Damn right, we felt like we was gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part about it is we don't give a damn what y'all think about it. We still out. Hey, talk that talk, Jim. Talk
Yeah,
that talk, brother. I love to hear it.
for
I
sure.
love to hear it. I don't necessarily think it's gonna pan out as a win. You feel me? I will admit to that. That I'm as much as I am a fan, I do feel like you already know how I feel about Tate Dog and them young boys over there in Boston. I just feel like once they really kind of get it all to click, young coach too, you know, first year
Mhm.
coach going against Coach Spo, who, like I say, he to me is one of them ones all time. So you
Yeah,
know,
we definitely got to shout out Spo again because
yeah, yeah,
all of these appearances and
bro, he one of them ones.
no coach of the year, not a once. Two titles, um,
I
4 or 5
mean,
appearances. Was it 4 or 5 appearances?
yeah, he had 4 appearances with with my guys and with the guys in Miami. So with Brun and the crew, they had 4 appearances. Then
Mm-hmm.
he went once with so yeah, 5 appearances. I want to say once he's been once without Brun with
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy. That was in 20 in the bubble,
Right.
and then 4 times with them. And been
Yeah.
in the conference finals and making noise and in the playoffs countless times afterwards. His playoff record is ridiculous. Like his record alone, if you really just sit back and look at it, it's just like you got where's the respect, bro?
Yeah.
Where's the respect?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't even look at the playoff record. Look at just the regular season record.
Hmm.
Results.
Crazy.
Results.
Just crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely enjoying the series. I feel like the intensity and the intangible element of the of players like Jimmy Butler, you can't you can't put a you can't put a cap on the effect that it can have. And this is without a 20 point per night scorer on a
Mm-hmm.
team that we originally thought was offensively gonna be hampered.
Mm-hmm.
He just out there wielding them boys to victory.
Mm-hmm. And Jay Williams of ESPN, I guess he somebody was comparing Mamba mentality to
Hmm.
Jimmy Butler. And I think Jay Williams said not Jimmy Butler, it would be Steph Curry had the closest to the Mamba mentality. So
Nah,
immediately,
nah, I can't go with that. Easy, easy, easy. No for me. First
mm-hmm,
off, Mamba mentality will score by any means, which means score by any way. I can get it right. All due respect to Steph, his dribble drive is nice, right? It's underrated actually. But we
said,
know that if his three ball is not falling, if he's off with like the shot, the effectiveness of his game is and this is not to say that he's one dimensional or anything like that, because like I say, his dribble drive to the bucket is deadly. I mean, just look at the series that just happened, right? Like he was cooking. But when you talk about Jimmy, it's about okay, big moments, daggers, like hitting you with the ones that's like big, like me versus you, dribble, penetrate, post up, dribble, midi, pull up,
mm-hmm,
finishing at the cup, big man stuff.
mm-hmm,
That's more of a Jimmy thing. That's not really something I mean, not to poo poo Steph's, you know, IQ and his will to win. But if I had to go with who more, in my opinion, replicates or demonstrates what you want when you say Vumba mentality,
mm-hmm.
it would definitely be Jimmy.
Yeah, it's the closest thing. And when you say Mamba mentality, basically you're saying who got that dog?
Hmm.
Got the dog,
Hmm.
and definitely Jimmy will rise on you and punch one in anybody's face.
Hmm.
He
And then
finds.
how you conduct yourself too, right? You talk that talk, right? Like
Mm,
confidence. You hear what Jimmy said. Damn right, I felt we was. You know what I mean? Like damn
mm,
right, we felt that way. Like he been talking this talk. He talked that talk. He back it up.
mm. And
You
play hurt.
know.
He'll come out there injured and still give you feeling like
Hmm.
it's a 100% performance, and he's only at 75%.
Right. I
Definitely.
mean the truth. The truth
Hmm.
for sure.
Yeah.
For
So,
sure. For sure. Looking
um,
forward to the series, man. Looking
me
forward to it.
me as
Can't
well.
wait to ready to see if my guy Tate Dog is ready to take that next leap and go ahead and prove me right with all of the hype that I've had on him. I've
Hmm.
seen consistent growth in him, so that's something I can't take away no matter what the outcome is. But definitely you want to see that. You want to see those moments, especially at his age, right? It's stuff that I wish I could still expect from LeBron that at this age I really don't expect it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you down, you came out, now you finna go out there and show them who you is. You know what I'm saying? Give them one of them games. Tay Dog did it in game seven, gave you the 51 piece, after come having a sluggish one. Hey, I'm gonna go drop the most points
Hmm.
ever in the elimination game. Boom, 51. It's like you can't do nothing but tip your cap to it. So it's just like now I just need you to go ahead and take that step to do what you got to do to maybe go win. Maybe you do see my boy Bron in the finals, and this year you go ahead and cement yourself as being next up. But that's kind of you still got to get past old Jimmy, who ain't trying to hear none of that. So you got to prove it here first.
Nah, and LeBron and company has to get past
The Joker,
Murray and Joker. And
yes sir.
my with four being left, I'm gonna go ahead and give my prediction. I'm gonna predict um in the Lakers Nuggets series, Nuggets in six. and Nuggets take it all. That's what I see. I would love
Yeah,
to see Tatum and LeBron. I would love to see that.
yeah, that would have been fun. That's kind of like I said, I had called late at the very beginning of the series. I had called Lakers in six.
Hmm.
Um, and I fully expected to see Tatum and Bron to go at it. But
Hmm.
in all honesty, it's also something I hate to see. As much as I love to see, I hate to see it. But at least that way, for me, either way, whoever wins for me is gonna be very gratifying at the end. But right now, since the series started, we 2 games in, and hey, both picks took a L game one.
Hmm.
Second pick took a L game one and two. So it's like, hey, shit.
Hmm.
That's why we watch. This is why
Oh
we
yeah,
watch it right here.
you can't count the Lakers out at all. But
No, not at all, brother. Not at all. But this is why we watch, man.
hmm.
So for these moments, like, hey, AD, you down 0-2. LeBron, you down 0-2. Reeves been playing great ball. I love how homie play ball. I've been high on him all year.
Hmm.
Um, Good. I just love to see that exactly what I thought of homie.
Hmm.
He's gonna be smart. He's gonna be big when it's time to be big. As
Hmm.
far as coming up in big moments, and
Yeah,
I love it.
my pop called him Bob Cousy. So any of you NBA fans, go Google Bob Cousy and see what he
Oh,
about.
cool. Yeah, cool. Solid, solid.
Coos, definitely. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
we can't count the Lakers out. They can
No way.
still pull it off. Um, the battle. I love to see a big man and guard tandem
Oh
like
yeah.
Murray and Joker. I love to see that, man.
hmm
And they,
I always said that though, and that's why this is the one is I picked the Lakers, but this is the only series that I didn't bet no money on. I bet
hmm
money on all other ones,
the
but
Lakers might pull it off. Then that's how it usually works.
yeah, but in this one I was like, I ain't gonna put no money on it. I will root for my guys, and I will pick, what I think we can still do, but. I also think it could easily be, like I say, I said at the beginning, I wouldn't be surprised if Joker then won. I'm gonna pick the Lakers in six,
Hmm.
going off of me knowing that they can win on the road and they don't lose at home, but neither do the Nuggets. So it's like, hey,
Yeah.
and you seen that, hey, only thing that usually the Lakers started off with, their first one on the road, they
Hmm.
boom, they win it. They did last 2 series. I was hoping for the three-peat.
Both
Didn't go
losses
that
could
way.
have went either way.
Exactly. And that's what make you feel like, hey, you just gonna have to lock in and you can
Hmm.
easily take your two at home.
Yeah.
So this will be when your others probably play as well as theirs did, more well-rounded contributions from everywhere. And then
Hmm.
defensively, maybe you able to keep them to more of what you saw in that second half of game one.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's kind of what you gotta hope for.
Yeah.
Because
The
the
other.
next game is for sure like a must win. Like you can't go down 0-3. So
Oh no.
you definitely got yourself in a position where you have to come out these next 2 games and pretty much empty the clip.
Yes, sir.
You don't want 3-1 or 0-3, but definitely not 0-3.
Not at all. Yeah, I can see. I can see the Lakers winning the next three. Actually, I can see that.
And I said that's a potential.
Hmm.
I said that would be potential.
Hmm.
For me, that would be the most ideal situation.
Hmm.
3 straight. This is just so that I could still get my. I mean, at this point, for my pick to be right and they get it in six, it would have to be basically not a gentleman's sweep because like we said, it ain't a gentleman if it's the 5-1. I think you said you
Hmm.
came up with a great idea for a uh what a 5-2 four straight.
Hmm.
I mean
The
4-2. What you call it?
the new sweep.
The new sweep.
Yeah, whole ass sweep.
The whole, yeah, not gentleman because ain't nothing gentleman about it. It's a I'm gonna give you 2 games and make you feel good, then give you a whole ass 4 straight. Damn, whole ass sweet. Gotta gotta run with that one. Ain't nothing gentleman like that one.
No, sir.
I'm gonna just give you one. I ain't gonna get your hopes up too high. It's just one, and then I'm gonna be a gentleman and get you on up out of here.
Yeah,
But
that's not a good look for the team that pretty much was top tier all season.
all that's that, and that's why, like I said, I had mad respect for Jokic because I know he's gonna be highly motivated.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean? He's gonna be highly motivated to win, to go and prove folks wrong. He didn't get his MVP this year. I think he feel a way about that.
You
I know
think?
you do. I think Jokic do. I know my boy do.
Well,
Uh,
Embiid uh, is the only MVP to not make it to the finals, but you know, it happens to the best of us.
it happens, bro.
It happens.
It happens, bro.
He's a solid ball player. I don't want anybody to think like
I'm just
Embiid.
saying.
He's a solid ball player, but he still got some improving to do, and I'll say we'll look for that in year 10. You know.
I think if we just got us some help, I think if he was able to maintain health throughout this playoffs, that's
Yeah,
the biggest thing.
yeah.
Let's maybe maintain health, and I
Stay in a
think
uniform.
yeah, I think there's and I
Street clothes
mean, but
not
even
a
when
good
you
look.
you know even if we was out there, like to be coming off of an injury and
Hmm.
then you playing, but we know that you playing fresh off of injury, so in the end the results that we getting, even though you suited up, we know these are results. It's like right now with LeBron, right? We don't expect a full, effort at LeBron because of the wear and the tear and where he is
Hmm.
now. We don't expect okay, they down 0-2, LeBron's gonna come out tonight and be well on his way to a 35-point game or something like that. You know what I mean? That's not really what we looking for. Like, but from him, we would be looking for that if he was for sure like all the way, healthy like he was
Hmm.
early in the playoffs when he was actually giving you crazy numbers, you
For,
know. So
yeah.
but that ain't no making no excuse for him. I'm just saying, like, one thing I do hate with big men is going back even with my one of my favorite big men all the time here in the city. Oh, Yao Ming, you know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes they help a couple healthy seasons away from proving folks wrong. And this is just my opinion. I think if Yao Ming stays healthy, him and T Mac, the Kobe Bryant is 1 ring short. I don't think because remember that year that Kobe didn't won that ring, Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady was hurt, I believe, or Tracy McGrady or Yao Ming ended up getting hurt,
Hmm.
and they took him 7 games that year with a hurt Yao. And he was going off. He was
Hmm.
going off. I feel like if he stayed healthy, because after that, nobody, I don't think they went 7 with nobody else, right?
Oh,
So,
facts.
what you gonna say?
Definitely facts.
Yeah, so it's like that's gonna be a big a big not caveat, but just a big consideration. I always say sometimes being healthy is what's the difference for them big men.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So definitely looking forward to. Are you tapped into the game right now? I'm away from the set.
Not yet. Was definitely finna get in tune.
Hmm.
Yep. Finna go ahead down. I got a DVR, so I'm gonna run it back from the 10 out.
Oh, for sure. And we said since we got it in the
I got
title,
multiple TVs.
little lottery talk. Throw that out there. See what the Spurs is up to out there. Uh,
Hmm.
you said that you saw some news of them trying to throw some guard play in there with Victor and some other.
Yeah, man. I seen that they had a few rumors. They were just talking about what They were thinking that the Spurs should do. When I was looking online earlier, came across some talking about maybe bringing in Ben Simmons. I saw that was one. I was thinking, damn, you think Wemby will bring out the best in him, show him how a big man can shoot? I don't know, man. If KD couldn't do it, I don't know if Wemby can do it.
Nah,
But
Ben cooked.
he cooked, bro.
Yeah.
Well, they said there was potential. Maybe they try to go after him
It would
and
it would be a
rehabilitate
nice
him.
it would be nice to see that.
Yeah, I
But
do think that would be a nice pick and roll option that they would have going if they was able to get Wimby and and Simmons. He would definitely get deep penetration on the drives just off of like the fear that Wimby was gonna bring.
for
So
sure.
he would get a lot closer because Wimby being such a dual threat and just a threat in general,
Hmm.
his offense become a lot easier.
I think with Ben, it's all mental. Well, it's not all
Exactly.
mental. It's some physical because you have to be in basketball shape. You can't be in
Right.
basketball shape if you don't want to play. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. And I think he in decent shape.
Yeah,
I think like you say, it's just a mental element to it. And
oh yeah,
maybe if you get
basketball
around
shape.
Pop,
When I say basketball shape, I'm saying you've been running. You've been getting 30 minutes of play. That's basketball shape. I'm sure he in good shape, but
yeah,
basketball shape
heavy minute shape, yeah, like minutes or
minute
heavy minute, yeah,
30 minutes.
and actually contributing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
agree with that.
a guy with that talent level is disappointing to me, but
Right.
I think
You know,
he.
he was one of my highest rated players
Oh
to come
yeah.
out since Bron. So,
Do you recall Magic reaching out to him, said he want to work with him?
mm,
I mean, bro, who was you hanging out with? That chick you gave the
that's
$1 million ring to?
right.
I would have been on Magic back pocket.
Without question, it would have been all sponge like conversations, man. Like,
Hmm. I want to
because I
talk like.
mean, that's what you need to be. That's literally what you should have aspired to be.
Yeah, and
Was
let's
that
talk business after basketball. You know what I mean?
right? Like everything, like just encompass everything that homie got to present to you. Should have
Hmm.
been a play. It should have been a play, but hey, it is what it is,
Yeah, and the size that he is, ain't him and Magic about the same height?
bro. Yes.
So
I want to say, yeah, I want to say the exact same height.
Magic won a championship. He played the one, he played the two, he played the three, he played the four, and he played the five.
He did, bro.
I would
Early in his career, not no late, you know.
rookie second
He
season. I would
was
ask you.
already doing it.
Let me just stay with you for the summer. You got an extra room, like.
Right. Just soak up game, bro. Like be
Mm,
greedy for the game from a man that
mm,
fit what you bring to the table and your physical stature so well. You got to be greedy for the game he got called. You know what
hungry.
I'm saying?
Magic, Dr. J. Like I'm
Yeah,
reaching out to all, to all the greats.
I need it. I need the game, man. I
Mm.
need it.
How did you develop that baby sky hook? How show me?
Straight up. Show
Let's
me that what can be my go tos that what this don't feel natural, but let's find something that just feel natural for me, and
mm,
then that could be my little go to, just something so I can establish a for real offensive repertoire that to be at least somewhat respected. Because right now it ain't nothing to even kind of respect. So you got to
nah,
work on that.
more disrespect than anything. But
Straight up.
yeah, we ain't gonna count them out as of yet.
No, not shit.
It
They
take.
did have another point guard out there on the table that they was thinking about that
Mm-hmm.
I thought, hey, if you could squeeze a little bit of juice out of it, if any, what they say, if the lemon's worth the squeeze, and that was Chris Paul.
Yeah, Peasy. He
Chris Peasy.
he definitely chose a young team. He had the opportunity, chose a young team, and
Hmm.
conducted himself as a veteran and teacher. that I could see him going to the Spurs and doing the same type of, you know.
Exactly, man. Like I say, I know one thing I say for sure. I think he gonna feel like he still got quality years left. So I think the only thing would be he would probably prefer more of a true contender. I think, um, in my opinion, I think, right? Unless he says, I would love to just be a part of it with Pop, a great mind like Pop's, getting with somebody like Wimby. They got a lot of cap space. They got picks.
Hmm.
Um, maybe he say, "Hey, I love if I can go over there and be locked in to getting a decent contract, and they give me 2 3 years, you
Hmm.
know, to be a part of the beginning phases of whatever they trying to build over there, and I love to, help facilitate and kind of show Wimby the ropes of how to play off of that pick and roll, and
Hmm.
then." Think about the mentorship that Wimby would be privy of, though, to have Chris Paul's mind and Popovich's all grooming him at his early stages. That would probably be the best play right there.
Hmm. Teaching him how to be a a big, tall facilitator like he already
Hmm.
is, but you know,
Where to be too. I think even more importantly with him is gonna be like where to be.
where
Like,
to be and where to find your team.
hmm yeah, because
Because you
if
know,
you could, if you getting the ball right here, boom, this allows you to quickly go here. You know what I mean? Instead of being too deep or too high. Just finding your spots and then playing off of your guards because he played more like a guard.
hmm, yeah, he do, and but I can see them collapsing on him, so he's gonna have to know, how to
Yeah,
find your teammates.
where they and knowing where, like I say, where to be. So if you here, you know that your guard's gonna be. So you can almost, one thing you see even with like the Warriors, how when Draymond Green will come down, sometimes they catch the ball and they just throw it to a spot. They don't even look. That's how you get that play that you had where he threw it out of bounds straight to the Lakers bench during the last
Hmm.
series. And that was just because I think one of the players on their team, something happened and he ended up running off the court. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, so he just wasn't there. But if he was, he would have been in the right position. But it's
Yeah,
like
they have a routine. I think
mhm.
they can run their plays blindfolded.
And that's kind of what I was getting at to kind of really interact with your previous point of in my previous point of where and finding the players and bringing them kind of together. I guess is one point too. Is like knowing where you are and knowing where they are, so you can know how to get it to them when you catching it where you at. Boom! If you in this spot, in this set we got a guy cutting hard backside. We got somebody popping out. You know, you know where they at. You know how to get it to them. If you can hit their ass for 10 points in the first quarter and now they making adjustments.
Yes, sir. Definitely. I'm in the building. I've never been in San Antonio.
Yeah, we can definitely slide, bro. Because now they play. And the thing is, we gonna get to see them here twice anyway. They
Hmm.
unfortunately gonna be right here coming to the city for we play them 4 times a year. So we gonna get more than our fair share of Wimby. We're gonna get to see that up close and personal. And what I like about it is I don't know if you saw the video they released of when they called the Rockets as the fourth pick,
Yes.
and Wemby kind of did like a celebration as if to say, and then I saw the full video. He looked after he fist pumped, he looks to the side and he said something in French, and they say and it translated something roughly to like, oh no, that's good, It's because he shook his head when he said it, but it was like the translation was like, "No, that's good. I didn't want to go there," or something like that.
Hmm.
So, uh, Jabari Smith Jr., our number one, our number one pick from last year,
Hmm.
uh, he reposted it on Twitter and posted the note taking emoji. as if
Mm.
to say, duly noted. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I'm ready to. And then I've been listening to a lot of what Ime Adoka has had to say. You know, he recently came out to had a press conference
Okay.
and spoke on what the plans are. And I like what I heard, man. All of that, you know, if you remember, Silas, uh, the previous head coach, came out in some press conferences and admitted openly to saying that the offense is kind of vanilla and dialed down because of the youth of the team and, you know, wanting to cater to their learning more so than like trying to give them too much at once, I guess. And
Mm.
that's not what Ime came preaching. Ime came and basically came in the youth is not an excuse type,
Mm.
and that he was going to be running his offense. He said he's not dumbing his offense down to nobody's limitations. And you know,
Yeah.
when you hear him speaking like that, it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, let's push it. You know what I mean? Like he said he want to bring in some vets that can compete and push the youngsters to be, you know, better and compete for playing time. But also he wants to develop the players that they have. So because you know, it's been a lot of trade talk, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that with the squad. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, you've been having a lot of what ifs and potentials that everybody been pushing out there. But for me, it's more so good to be like, okay, I hear what you're talking about. I hear it sound like you want to rock with what we got. Let's see what you can mix. Let's see what you can cook up with this, and then bring in a few extra ingredients from the outside to bring out the flavor of what you already got. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. 4 or 5 months from now, season opener be here before we know it, and
Well, you know it.
LFX Media will be
Ain't
feet
no
to the
question.
feet to the wood.
Ain't no question. Opening night in there,
Florida
in
season.
there.
Florida
See
season.
y'all there. See
Mm,
y'all in the mix. It's not a question.
indeed. So yeah, we touched on the lottery. We didn't touch so much on the Heat series and their
Hmm.
crawl to get to where they're at. Um,
Yeah, man.
the you got to have an answer for Bam.
Right,
You got to
right.
have an answer for Bam. I mean, you can all day be like, oh, we gotta shut buckets down or whatever. And I feel like buckets similar to the situation with AD and LeBron. He can have a bad game and it can still win.
Yep.
So I'm thinking if in the middle, when it comes to defense and when it comes to moving around in that paint, if you don't have an answer for Bam, you're in trouble.
Oh
And
yeah.
and actually, Williams, who came pretty close with Tatum, well, no, he was injured, wasn't he
Right.
injured that season when
That when they went to the finals,
yeah,
he got injured early in the year, but he was there at the end.
he participated, but he still was hurt.
Right, right, right. He wasn't at 100%.
Yeah, we're seeing him and it's looking good,
I
looking good.
love it.
Yeah, and a lot of times I seen Tatum fall short, and
No.
Williams picked up the slack. You know what I'm saying?
Defensively, man, he's a stalwart down there.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of is a guy that can clean up a lot of your mess, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like you said earlier, um, with these Final Four teams. I picked the Nuggets because that's what it looks like they'll come out on top as winners. But
Hmm.
I'm not mad at Tate getting a ring. I'm definitely not mad at the GOAT getting another one. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's what I would love to see. LeBron, just for those naysayers, grab you another ring on the way out the door. Just
right.
mm, Has nothing to do with the GOAT status. Just grab you another one.
Yeah, to me, it ain't even about that no more. It's just about getting you another one to rub it in their face on the way out.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what we looking at. So we definitely had a nice hour of power up in here.
No doubt, man. Appreciate everybody that came out, man.
Yes.
Appreciate everybody
Sir.
that listening.
And matter of
Everybody
fact,
that's listening to the replay.
before we get out of here, whoever's watching now, drop your favorite in the comments. Let us know who you picking
For
overall
sure.
to win this. I see a few
Who
people in.
y'all got?
I'll give them a few minutes. I want to see if somebody actually said something because we've been having some issues with these comments.
Yeah,
Although we still got to talk to tech support about LFX Media
right.
Live to see, catch
What's
them.
going on with that?
Hmm. But definitely, let us know who you got picked. Who you think is going to come out on top of these final four?
Yeah, I picked the Celtics to win it all at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, yeah, without
So
doubt. And I was.
I gotta see this play.
Hmm.
But I need them to win tonight. So I'm definitely gonna go tune in. Go
Indeed.
check them out, man. They need to go ahead and make it shake for you, boy.
Yeah, speaking of shake, I'm going to finish this smoothie off
No doubt.
for a couple more. I've been detoxing a little bit. And just, to let you guys know, a good detox is cucumber and pineapple.
Mm,
Good detox. You can add whatever else to it. I forgot I got some ginger down there too. Got to put some ginger in there. But
nothing
cucumber
wrong
and
with it.
pineapple was a great detox. And of course, throw some banana in there for the smoothness. But
Of course, texture fruit
yes, sir. Get that in you. Yes,
for sure.
sir. But definitely, it's been a pleasure. We
Always, bro.
we drop it as Pat would say. We get to it and stick to it. You
That's
know,
it.
Pat on his way down south. You know, collecting
Hey,
collecting the coins. Uh,
as he should.
our other co-host, he's hosting at Privé tonight. It's a comedy show tonight. Shout
No
out to the
doubt.
Privé. Shout out to Rastic Hollywood. Um,
Salute to the homie.
definitely. So, like, share, comment. You know, subscribe to the channel on YouTube. We're gonna do nothing but grow here. So grow with us.
Real deal. Hey, first off, appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Always appreciate y'all tuning in, allowing us to share what we do with y'all, man.
Without a doubt. So, if you didn't know, now you know. We will see you on the next show.